All right.
I'm not even in the camera.
Well, get in here. You're gonna like some of these questions. Are you ready?
Why am I?
You want to
like
say?
them?
You want to say anything else? You want to tell them how you're doing today?
No, I don't.
You just said Chick-fil-A breakfast. How do you feel?
I don't want to talk. Actually, no one understands, but right after I eat, you literally cannot talk about what I just ate, or I start to actually get a little hot.
Hot?
Makes me want to vomit everywhere.
Well, that's the anxiety kicking in.
I just can't talk about. Stop.
Okay, we're not talking about that. We are talking about some fun stuff today, such as instead of having these guys ask questions. Why are you yawning?
Because it's early.
Instead of having these guys ask questions, I came up with my own amazing questions.
Me?
Yeah.
Yay.
Okay.
I like answering questions.
Yeah. This is all gonna be
I look
Karli.
like a skeleton, by the way.
Carlos talking. I might talk a little bit too, but this is
Where
mostly.
are you going? Are we just gonna drive around the mall?
I'm leaving this place. All right. I want you to describe your ideal house. I don't need you to tell me the location, the city. I'm saying like the vibe of your house and like when you walk out your door, do you want it to be in the city? Do you want it to be country? Like the surrounding?
Suburban.
Okay, so just describe. So you're in your home right now. What do you see?
I'm in a small town, likely the one I currently live in.
Okay.
Kind of neighborhood type.
You want neighbors?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Okay.
Neighbors are fine. I'm kind of too scared to live like
All by yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if I'm by myself and there's no one next door, if like someone's trying to kill me.
All right.
really
You need neighbors to protect you.
Yeah. But what if the neighbors are the ones who are a threat? That's also a little bit of a fear. But I don't know, I keep seeing these little greenhouses everywhere. It would be so cool if my house was like sage green on the outside.
Okay.
But preferably if not, it would just be like white. I don't like brick, like red brick or anything, or brown or gray. Screw all that.
There's white brick.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Okay.
That'd be cool. And then the inside, it really depends on the room. Like my kitchen, I would like to have a lot of green appliances, plants.
Like a green refrigerator?
No, like appliances as in KitchenAid.
Counter. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, my toaster oven, all that stuff. And all my plates, I want them to be nice and matching. Like, I don't want any plastic plates or anything like that. They all have to be nice.
Okay.
Like for wood color, my wood preference is like grayish brown. Like, not super brown, but you know, like the brown that's like gray toned.
Yeah.
That's the wood that I like.
Yep.
So.
Grayish. That's what they call it. It's like a beigey gray, grayish.
And then I don't know. I feel like the requirements that I need is I really, really want a back patio and I want a cat door.
Like screened in or like glass?
Yes.
Like a sunroom?
Preferably glass.
Okay.
And I want a kitty door so the cats can go out there.
Oh, to the patio.
Yeah, the catio.
I thought you were saying to go outside.
No. It's going to be a little catio.
Okay.
And they're going to like it out there.
Alright.
And they can get some fresh air.
What about when you walk out your door, like you're just in a neighborhood, nothing else important?
Golf course in the backyard.
Golf course, okay.
No, I don't know. But I would like a basement as well. Bathtub.
Oh yeah.
Ooh,
What if you found a
bathtub?
house that you really, really liked and it didn't have a
I
bathtub?
would put one in.
What if you couldn't though? What if
I
there's just
literally
not enough
would.
room?
I would not move there. But I want green tiling in my... I have a really cute picture on Pinterest of green tile and like a shower.
Okay.
So yeah, I guess that's about it. There's a lot more, but I was gonna make a whole video on my channel showing pictures and stuff.
Oh, like
someday.
Pinterest pictures and stuff?
Yeah,
Well,
'cause I
that'd
have
be
a
cool.
lot of Pinterest inspiration, but there's like one specific thing from each photo that I actually like it's not the whole thing.
Alright, we got gas. So now we're on to...
Oh,
Okay.
don't go that way.
Why?
You can't get out.
I can fit through here. Don't you think? I can fit through
Might
here.
go up the curb.
That's alright.
Oh, that was a smooth curve.
Oh yeah, kinda. If you could choose for cell phones and computers to have never existed,
Yes.
would you want that?
Yes,
Why?
because they're just annoying. They cause a lot of problems.
What do you think life would be like?
Easier and better,
Yeah.
happier.
Happier?
Like the problems that it's caused, just in general, are like A lot more drama, honestly. And especially cheating has become so much more accessible. Like, it honestly has.
But do you think just as many people cheated back then as now? It's just they didn't get caught because of their phones? Did you ever think of that?
No.
Or do you think phones just make it easier to cheat?
There's like a lot of different ways you can cheat now.
Yeah.
Like, just messaging other people inappropriate things, that's considered cheating. It's like you couldn't have really done that back then. Like, physical cheating was really the only thing that happened, I feel.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know what you're saying.
And I'm saying that not everyone physically cheats today. A lot of it is emotional
through the
cheating.
phone or pictures or whatever.
Pictures.
Yeah. And
so yeah, there's that, and just like friendships have more drama too. Like, oh, you're with her and you didn't invite me. I can see where you are.
Yeah.
This, you posted this. Like, there's just so much extraness. You stalking my location too. That's annoying.
Well, yeah, because when I was your age, my parents never ever knew where
I
was.
feel like life was just more refreshing.
Simple and carefree.
And I mean, there is a huge argument that like things would be more unsafe if we didn't have phones.
Yeah.
Which is realistic, but I also feel like phones are part of the reason why our safety is like
as bad as it is.
Well, yeah, because I mean, like, you could start, like, some young kid could start messaging some old man thinking it's a young girl, and then, like, there's just so many more things that come into play with phones and stupid stuff like that.
Yeah.
But we can't complain too much because we wouldn't have a job. So.
I thought that too when I thought of the question that, oh, how would I have a job?
But I mean,
it would just be something.
Nothing.
I would just do something else.
Literally, if there was no phones or computers, it would mean nothing.
Yeah.
We wouldn't know they exist.
We wouldn't know the difference. This is getting kind of deep now. Can you handle it?
Sure.
What do you think the sole purpose of life is? Like, what's the purpose? What's the meaning of all of this?
I don't know.
Have you ever thought about that?
That's why I don't take things very seriously. Because it's like, sure, if I don't work enough or focus on work enough, I don't care. Like, I really don't care. Like...
But you don't care now. We just got done having this conversation.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care right now because it's not.
You don't have the responsibilities.
But even then, like, when I do move out, it's just like, if I screw up, it's not the end of the world.
No,
like,
I don't think people make mistakes all the time.
A lot of things that people think are super important, I don't even care about.
Is it about being happy? Is it about
well, I don't know. It's different.
Family?
It's different for everyone.
Like, what do you care about? What do you want for your future?
It is different for everyone.
That's what I'm asking.
Like,
so I'm saying, what do you want?
I mean, obviously I want a family, like...
Yeah.
And I mean, especially because I have grown up differently, like, I know you're saying I'm talking about work again, but, like, I will never prioritize work over, like, anything else, because, like, you see that a lot of people say, like, oh, you spend this much time of your life working just so you can eat for 20 minutes on your break, or get one day off. Like, I will make sure my life is never that way. And I honestly think our generation is all saying that, which kind of creates some problems.
Well, that's why.
But I mean, it's fine, because no one wants to work like that.
That's why every place is hiring and kids don't want to work. And
I mean, because it is kind of, I get that it's the traditional norm and it makes your guys' generation mad that we feel that way, but at the same time, like, just no one wants to work every single day. Like, we want to do something exciting that we actually like doing. And I get that people get mad about it, but whatever, continue.
Okay, this might be how you might need a minute to think about this.
I'm a quick thinker.
What is the highest and lowest points of your life so far? And I know they might not be like big things because you are only 18, but if you just think about, like, what was one of your lowest moments and one of your highest moments?
I mean, I've had highest was definitely like just all of 2021, like that summer.
Okay.
Like, I don't know why, I just...
2 summers ago?
Yeah. It was just like every day I woke up and it felt like I just had a plan for myself.
So that would have been the summer after Chase graduated, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like the summer going into my senior year. Why is it about Chase?
No, I was just trying to think of it in terms of a timeline.
Joking. But it was like my senior year summer, basically. Like going into senior year.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just like had a really good friend group. I hung out with like a lot of people and just always had something to do. And like, I honestly think about it sometimes that I was busy every single day. I wonder how I even ever made YouTube videos back then. I feel like I honestly really didn't, but I don't know.
I can think of a time frame, but I don't know if this would be your lowest.
Well, you can say.
When...
Oh, you're still driving.
Yeah, when you kind of went through all that drama with your friend group, and you kind of had a time frame where you literally like
Didn't
just
have friends
school, dance, and that was... You would dance,
that was honestly
friends.
relaxing.
You just were like... I mean, it was your choice, in a sense, to check out from all the drama. Okay, so that wasn't your lowest point. Then what?
That was fine. I don't know. I always think when I was 14, I was so angry at life. And I was so miserable. And everything was just a minor inconvenience in my life.
Don't you think that's just like hormonal, though? Kind of growing?
I mean, I guess. I'm sure that was part of it. But I just like... I was angry.
What are you mad at?
Everything. Especially you. I was so mad at you. I like hated everyone and everything at that time.
That's interesting. This is a pretty dark question.
Gee, you keep saying it's so dark.
This is stupid too. I don't even know why I'm asking.
How do I think I will die?
Yes. How did you know that's what I was going to ask you?
Because I just know. I'm a mind reader. I honestly think I'll die from some health condition of some sort.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I feel like at some point... I don't want to say cancer, but I feel like I am a type of person to have cancer one day. I don't know why.
You know what's, and it almost makes me feel like sick to my stomach. So my dad always used to say that he knew he was going to get cancer someday.
Well, he smoked, yeah.
I know, but it's like, and then he did get cancer very young, had to go through chemo and all that, and it literally changed his life. He had to quit his job, like all this stuff. And deep down, I feel the same thing about myself, and
that you're gonna get cancer.
And it's probably why you think that way too, because you've been involved in enough conversations.
Not even that. I just have so many health problems. Like at some point, one of my organs are just not gonna do it anymore. Like I don't know which one, because they're all a little messed up in their own ways. I love each of my organs though. I would never be an organ donor. I feel like my organs aren't very useful.
What's interesting too, and you probably never like, you can tell me if I'm wrong, you probably never think this at your age, but you get to this point, like, you know, now I'm 50, I'm gonna be freaking 51 in September, and you think sometimes like about different things with life, like you, at this point in my life, I start to think like, if there's anything I really want to do, I should do it and not like waste time, because I could die.
Well, yeah,
like,
I definitely think that every day now.
You think that already at your age?
I just had someone my age die, like, so it is a little different for me.
Like, sometimes you're just like, screw it, let's just go do this anyways. Like, I know I shouldn't.
Well, I mean, when you're, I've explained this to like all the people around me that were involved. It's kind of like, you don't really understand death, especially at this age, because it's like, usually it's something that you just expect.
Old people
so
die,
it's like, yeah,
you know?
When your grandma dies, it's kind of like, I knew that was gonna happen. It's just like expected. But when someone your age dies, it's literally like so, like, I don't even know. It's such a weird feeling, and it changes your perspective on literally everything.
Yeah, I bet.
Like everything.
Is it true that we have free will, or do you think it's just a product of our imagination? Because just think about it. Like, I know free will exists, like you have a choice, like rest of your day today, what are you doing with it? But do we really have that many choices in life? Obviously
you can never be completely free.
Right.
Like if you were, like, I could literally go blow up this mall right now if I wanted, with no consequences. Like, not that I'm going to, please don't arrest
It's not,
me.
yeah, it's not about like no consequences.
I'm just saying, like, if you were completely free will, you would be able to do literally anything.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
anything. So, no. But if we're talking in terms of like our country, even then I don't think we're free.
I don't think we are, because we have to pay taxes.
They still have quite a bit of control.
Yeah,
especially
a lot.
Over my uterus.
A lot of control.
They like to steal my uterus rights.
You have to drive a certain speed.
Well, that's like safety laws. That's just different. But I'm saying, like, you got to think about the whole Roe v. Wade, abortion, all that stuff. Like, that's not very much free will.
Right. Yeah, like, what, at the end of the day, what choices do you really feel that you have as a human?
The same ones you have your whole life, basically. What you eat, what you wear, where you go, what you do. not really what you do, actually. I don't know.
It's interesting to think about. All right, do you think it's okay to lie sometimes?
It depends on the circumstance.
Like, I think the only time it's okay to lie, honestly, ever, is when you're just sparing someone else's feelings. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, sure, but then that kind of can also create bigger problems, because when they find out you're lying and the fact that you lied, like, I don't know. Because it's kind of like, you could be like, oh, like, this guy texted me and, like, said this thing and I said something back. Like, I'm not going to tell my boyfriend because it's going to hurt his feelings. It's like, at that point, then you're just not being a good person. Obviously, telling them is going to hurt their feelings, but you can't always just lie because it's going to hurt someone's feelings.
No,
like,
I don't mean always. I just mean, like, I can't think of another time that
like,
it's
if you were
okay
like,
to
do
lie.
you think your outfit's cute? And I was like, yeah. Maybe I don't. But
that's
then,
okay.
Yeah,
I just want,
that's fine.
I just want you to lie. Like,
exactly.
You know what I mean?
There's like certain circumstances.
That's what I'm saying.
It
That's
depends.
right. I'm not saying lie about stuff that's like really deep and important, like a guy's texting you. I'm just saying, like, that's the only time that I can justify lying. Like, I don't think you should lie. What? Because you're making up a story, or you're bragging, or you're trying to make something seem better than it is.
Worse,
like,
even.
Yeah, or worse, or, you know, like people that exaggerate things. Like, I don't believe in any of that. What would you buy right now if you won the lottery?
KitchenAid.
KitchenAid? You could buy a lot of KitchenAids.
A house.
You could buy the brand KitchenAid. No.
I would buy a house.
You would buy a house?
Mm-hmm.
Would you stay where we're living now, or would you move somewhere else?
I'd stay.
Would you?
If I won the lottery, and I know you don't believe this, I would just continue with my life plans.
I wouldn't change anything at this point in my life. I would definitely travel some places that I, like, really can't afford to travel right this minute.
I just think it would be amazing if I won the lottery and just continue to live the same simplistic life.
Yeah.
Just not have to work.
Yeah,
so fun.
For sure.
And then go on trips and...
Last question. What are 3 things that are on your bucket list right now? Realistic things, like...
Getting a house.
Getting a house.
Having children.
That's on your bucket list?
I mean, I don't know.
How about...
I think people were calling me a hypochondriac. And
they were?
Yeah. But I was like, you can't be a hypochondriac when you go to the doctor and there's actually things wrong with you.
No, hypochondriacs do go to the doctor. There are hypochondriacs that literally go to urgent care every week because they think something's wrong with them.
Well, I know, but I'm saying, like, they can't classify me as a hypochondriac when I go to the doctor and there's actually something wrong with me. Like, a hypochondriac is just a person who thinks they have every illness possible.
Oh, for sure.
Like, you can't call me that when I actually think something's wrong and then I actually
you can't prove
wrong.
To someone who's watching this video that
there's actually something wrong.
That's kind of what they're saying.
Anyways. I'm not a hypochondriac, but I do convince myself that there's things wrong with me. Like, sometimes I convince myself that I'm gonna go to have kids and I'm not gonna be able to have kids. And I don't know why. Like, I just think...
Probably just because of all your health problems. You're just nervous about it.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like afraid it's just not gonna work. And I'm not gonna be able to eat enough for a child inside of me or something.
Well, your mother and both of your grandmothers were very fertile, so I think you'll be fine.
Well, apparently I'm just a different specimen in the family, so...
Yeah, that's true. You're...
Anyways,
what about more, like...
Upcoming?
Yeah.
House. On my bucket list is to get Cordelia and the new cat to get along.
Yeah.
And Cordelia and the other cats. That's on my bucket list.
And I would say probably you're traveling, what you're doing. You got your trip.
Make it to the airport. And make it to the other airport. Alive.
That's on your bucket list?
Yes.
Oh, you wanted to do some trips, so you're doing your first vacation without your mother coming up for your birthday. Right?
I just went on a trip without you, like a couple months ago.
Oh, yeah. Why were you talking about in your video that it's your first... Oh, with Josie.
Yeah,
it's your first trip with Josie without parents.
She was like, we've never been on a trip together, and she was like, wait, never mind. And we always, when we're on vacation with you, we'd be sitting there, we're like, this would be so much cooler if my parents were here. Like...
And when I'm on vacation with you, I'm like, this would be so much cooler if our kids weren't with us. No.
You just hold us back from doing whatever we want to do.
Because I'm a safety girl and you guys
I
are.
am too.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. You don't understand. If you asked my friends how much I yell at them for doing
I'm
stuff.
gonna have you get your concealed carry license and carry a pink gun around, and or no, wait,
Pink?
not pink,
Black.
a green gun
Green, okay. But
on your hip.
I'm actually the safety freak out of my friends.
Yeah.
I yell at my boyfriend all the time for doing bad stuff.
What does he do bad?
He's just a teenager. I mean, he's not a teenager, but you know, men.
Technically he is.
Young
'cause
men.
men just...
That's what I'm saying. Young men activities. Like,
Yeah.
oh, let me do something stupid. So then I yell. Well, I don't actually yell. I've never yelled.
You
in
just
my life.
say, are you stupid?
My boyfriend thinks I yell at him, which I don't. And I asked Josie if she's ever even heard me yell before, and she says no. Have you ever heard me yell before?
Mm-mm.
Exactly, because I don't yell.
You know, you just give dirty looks.
I just, when I'm mad, I literally talk the same way I'm talking right now.
Yeah.
I don't have very much.
You just say, I'm so disappointed.
I'm not sure I understand.
Shut up.
I have 4 children already.
Yeah.
That's so weird. How many pets did you have at 18?
I got
Did you have your own pet though?
Yeah, I got a dog right after Andrew's dad and I first got married. We got a Keyshawn
Oh, Tazzy?
puppy, yeah. He was like my wedding present.
How old?
What?
23?
I got married in 94, so 22.
Yeah, well, I'm ahead of you on the pet game already.
I was 22 and got a dog, and then I don't know where my cat came from. I had a cat.
Picked it up off the street?
His name was Gonzo.
That's a weird name.
He was gray and white. He was kind of like...
Gander?
No.
Ivy?
God, now I'm trying to picture. Like ivy color
But gray
pattern,
and
but gray and
white?
gray with
Like-
white spots.
Oh.
Dander's color, but with Ivy's white spots. Her black spots is in white.
No.
And
That's
as soon as
interesting.
Andrew was born, he turned so mean.
I'm scared of that. Like, if my cat's like Cordelia would beat the crap out of my baby. And I'm really
She
scared.
looks in the crib and
She honestly would.
you'll be surprised. Some animals become very protective. Maybe because he was a boy. Do only boy kids get mean? I don't know.
Boy cats are mean.
He just, like, one time my dad was over and got up from the recliner and went to walk across the room, and he
Oh, my
jumped at
cats aren't
Grandpa's
like that.
ankles and bit him so hard. And
My
he would
cats
just,
don't do stuff like that.
that's what he mostly was doing, was biting ankles.
See, that's so big.
And he didn't do it until Andrew was born. He was
Yeah.
just pissed off.
I mean, I don't know if that'll happen. If it does, I am getting rid of the baby, not the cat.
Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Have a great day, and we will see you guys on Friday. Bye guys. What's that, your salute?
Yes.